Good morning guys, and thank you for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new, my name's Leanne. If you're coming back, as always, thanks ever so much for doing so. Today is Saturday. It's currently about 11 o'clock and Mum's going to be here fairly soon. All I've had so far today is water. I've had a lovely lazy morning so far, and I'm just gonna have a coffee. I've got a cold brew. I bought this the other day. I don't really know why, it was a bit silly of me, but I've got this Califia Farms espresso cold brew with almond. And I didn't realise it was quite as many syns as it is. It's 4 syns for 250ml, which is a third of the bottle. So I've just measured out 250ml, which is just this amount. So that's going to be my first coffee of the day. And then I'll have whatever I have when Mum gets here. Don't mind my hair, I need to go dry it in a second. I always like to let it dry for like an hour before I blow dry it. Otherwise it takes forever. Anyway, so yeah, I'm probably going to do breakfast for me and Mum when she gets here as well, but we'll see. I'll let you know. So Mum's just gone, and Dad. I'm a bit pink because it's quite warm, and I've just been outside for ages, but yeah, when Mum was here I had one of my normal coffees but cold brew with 100ml of Alpro Almond Barista. So that was 1 syn. Obviously I'd already had 4 for the initial cold brew. So that put me on 5. Then me and Mum, for our second coffee, we both had a cold brew from that bottle. So that's the bottle gone, which is nice. But that's another 4 syns for me. So I'm on 9 syns just from coffee. Well, milk and coffee technically. And then I also made me and Mum a cheese and mushroom toasty like I've been having this week for my breakfasts. So, not toasty, pitta, sorry. So I used wholemeal pitta for my healthy extra B choice. I used, between us, 75 grams of cheese. So that's 37.5 grams each, roughly. I'm just going to call it both of my healthy extra A's. Then I know I'm covered. And then mushrooms, obviously speed. So there was no syns involved in that part, which is nice. But yeah, so... oh, and I'm still in the middle of a dash water at the moment. I'm having a peach one. Yeah, that's really all I have to update right now. So it's dinner time, and I was sort of thinking, I was going to say I don't know what I fancy, but that's a total lie. I know exactly what I fancy, which is why I'm making it. So I thought I fancy spaghetti, and I fancy something kind of saucy spaghetti, you know? So I'm making a saucy spaghetti. So I've got some red onion and some garlic. The red onion was cooking in a fair bit of water here, but it's all gone now. And then for my veggies, I'm using 2 courgettes, a yellow pepper, and randomly some Savoy cabbage. But to be honest, that's just going to kind of break down and just add to the sauce. So that's all good. I'm using some tomatoes in a tin, and for protein I've got smoked tofu, and then I've just got to work out how to flavour it. I did get some harissa out. I haven't totally decided if I'm going to go the harissa route yet. I did also get some black olives out, Kalamata olives, sorry, to give them their due. Both of those things have syns in, everything else doesn't, but like I said, I haven't quite decided yet. It's definitely one of those nights where it's a bit of a strange concoction, but it's going to be tasty. So I'm cooking some whole wheat spaghetti. To be honest, it's probably done, but whatever. I like my pasta well cooked, not al dente. Ugh, nothing worse than that. So in here, it's just the red onion, garlic, yellow pepper, courgette, Savoy cabbage, 1 tin of whole tomatoes that I kind of broke up with this thing, a block of smoked tofu, some extra water, plus a stock cube. So right now that's all there is. It's very not flavoured right now, just the goodness of the veggies, which is all good. Just want that to kind of simmer a bit. Luckily that's all kind of quick cooking veggies, so it's all good. And then in the fridge, I was just checking I didn't have an open harissa already. But I found the smoked tomato paste that I started the other day. So we're going to use some of that and some harissa. Now, syns wise, the smoked tomato paste is 1 syn per tablespoon, and the harissa is half a syn per tablespoon. Now, the annoying thing is my tablespoon will not fit in these piddly little jars. So the way to do it is to use a teaspoon. It's so annoying. And like decant, and that's the only way I can kind of get an idea of measurement. So I'm going to have fun doing that for a moment, and then I'll let you know how much I used. Right, it turned out the smoked tomato paste was 2 tablespoons left, so that's 2 syns. And then the harissa, I used the whole jar, which was 6 tablespoons, so that's 3 syns. The whole thing is 5 syns. I'm now thinking this is going to do 2 portions, because I'm about to add in some cannellini beans, because I opened them yesterday, if you remember, part of my big fat salad. But I just want this to thicken up a little bit, really. It's just a little bit watery because of where I've like, you know, when you use the little bit of water to like rinse the jars out and stuff. So I've just added a bit much with that. So anyway, so there's some cannellini beans going in. And then also, and this is entirely unnecessary, but I'm just very aware that it's open, is the rest of this pack of Vivera bacon. This is sin-free. Obviously, like yet a third protein going on, but it's I found that I wasn't quite as keen on this one as the Richmond one for my breakfast bacon and mushroom pitters. Which is why I ended up kind of gravitating towards cheese this week. It wasn't even really a conscious decision. It just kind of ended up that way. But yeah, I think I won't be getting that for that purpose. It's nice in stuff though, because they have a really nice flavour. But in a pitta with mushrooms, it didn't really do it for me. It was fine. I didn't, it just made me not go back to it. So we move. Anyway, there we go. We'll just let all that simmer down for a little bit. It's going to be nice and spicy, tangy. I'm going to add olives, but I'm going to add them per portion to make it easy to count syns. Well, there's so much sauce. I did try and push the spaghetti to the edges, but then it all just got overtaken by the sauce. So you can barely see it, but it is in there. I promise, you can just see some there. So here's my 2 portions, nice big fat portions, which I like. As I said, the sauce is 5 syns for the whole thing, and then olives wise, so in the packet, very annoyingly, there was 8 and 8, and then there was 10. So I did 8 plus 5 for each portion. The reason that matters is because it's 2.5 syns for 8 olives. So for 4 olives, it would be 1 1/4 syns, but then there was 5, so I added another quarter. So I'm going to call it 4 syns for the olives. So 2.5 for the stewy, saucy thing, and 4 for the olives. So that's 6.5 syns with a great big filling, super speedy, full of protein meal. Hey guys, it's that time again. Time for bed. My favourite time of day. So I'll just take you through my diary. Okay, so yeah, cheese and mushroom pitters for breakfast with mum. So no syns involved, used all my healthy extras. I mean, there was loads of room for manoeuvre there, but whatever. At least if I overcompensate, I know I'm good. I had 2/3 of that bottle of the Califia cold brew espresso with almond. So that was 8 syns in total. I won't buy that again. That's just too many syns for coffee. I don't really know why I picked it up. I think I thought it was the black one when I picked it up, and that was why because in my head there was like no syns in it. So I don't know what I did there. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's gone. And then obviously I had one of my normal coffees, just with 100 mils of Alpro Almond Barista in there. So I was already on 9 syns up there. And then of course I had my yummy spaghetti dish. Now I will say that I didn't eat it all, and there was actually so much left that I've put it in a pot to save it. So I've still counted all the syns and everything, but I do have some left over, so I'll kind of re-syn it the next time I have it. But it was minimal. I mean, the olives, I called it 4 syns. Sorry. Oh, God. Tell it's bedtime. And then obviously I halved the smoked tomato paste and the harissa paste that I used because I made it into 2 large portions. So that was 2.5 syns. So it was 6.5 in total for tea. Obviously I did eat slightly less than that. And then based on the things here, I did myself a big hot chocolate, but using 45 grams so that I could make it 9 syns. And sit at 25. I think I've worked it out wrong because I think it's 24.5, but whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, I know I'm covered, so it's all good. So I'm finishing using all my syns, basically. A decent-ish day of eating, although, I mean, there was probably like, I think we actually ate our cheese and mushroom toasties at like 11:45, and then I ate dinner. It's probably 9, so there was quite the gap in between, but I mean, I was sort of hungry when I started preparing it, and then it took me a while to prepare. I think I started like getting stuff out on that about 8, so and I was getting hungry then, so I should have done that a bit earlier. I do keep doing that lately, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, there we go. And I had a nice thing today, because when Dad came down, he in his house there is it's a rental. I couldn't afford to buy a place like this, but there is a small area of astroturf out the back, and it's, oh my God, it's such a pain in the ass. Like, it wouldn't be my choice to have it. Obviously, I can't do anything about it. It's a rental. Everything else about the garden is gorgeous. But yeah, that astroturf gets really weedy. And so I employ dear old Dad to come down and bring his super duper weed killer down. It's quite good because it doesn't like affect wildlife, but it like seeps. I don't know, whatever. But the point is, it only needs doing twice a year, so, and it really helps. So he came down to do that for me, which was really nice of him. And then when he was going, obviously Mum was still down here, and then he drives her home as well. And then when he was going, he said, how much weight have you lost now? And I said, oh, literally ½ pound, under 2.5 stone. And he said, yeah, you know what? I am starting to see it on you. So that was nice. I said, oh, thanks. I said, yeah, I'm definitely starting to feel it. And he went, yeah, but it's better when people tell you they see it. I was like, yes, it is. Yes, thank you. I do appreciate that. And me and Mum were saying the other day, actually, that you can see it in my face. I've got a picture that I can't show you because Mum's in it. And she wouldn't want me to show a picture. But it was taken we took it just before Christmas, just like a silly selfie with some little hat things on, but you can see that my face is a lot rounder there, so that's kind of nice to look back on and see that. So yeah, definitely seeing some improvements, so that was nice. Anyway guys, I'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for watching. Hope you had a lovely day in this weather before the rains come tomorrow. Personally, I can't wait for the rain. Rain's my favourite weather. My favourite. Anyway, I'll see you then. Bye.